Welcome back to another video.
Welcome back to another video. I'm Vita, and this will be considered the first episode of me sharing my journey, my whole journey from the beginning up until where I am today. And that's my domestic violence journey. Years ago, because this did happen years ago. Not that many years ago, but years ago. I met this kind and loving man. Loved to shower me with gifts and take me out, traveling together, and all of that stuff. But when I first met him, that's how things were. And then it went on to, he started showing changes. They were subtle, I was like, okay, I can still deal with it. We were still having good conversation and doing things and enjoyed each other's company and so on. One particular incident that I remember, we were traveling somewhere and I reached over and touched the radio. I had done it before. It wasn't like the first time. But this time when I touched the radio to change the radio station, he popped me on my hand. So I thought to myself, and it wasn't like he, did like this. He like popped me on my hand to the point where my hand actually hurt. Now, at that time, I was in the middle of nowhere, actually, in one of those remote cities, in between, I should say, remote cities. And I was like, this is not a place to react or cause a situation that would not end well, I thought to myself. So I just kind of sat there, took a deep breath. But in my mind, I was like, that is not good. That's not normal. This is definitely not okay. And ironically enough, that day we were actually on our way to visit some of his family. So then that whole encounter for me was like uncomfortable. Here I am. I'm not in my car. I am far from home with someone who has popped me on my hand as if I were a child. And so I just tried to be cordial. His family, they were friendly. They were, whatever. We had our little get together, our little cookout or whatever. And then so we were on our way back home. And it was as if nothing had happened. Even though, yes, he had blatantly popped me on my hand. And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, all I know is that I need to make sure that I get back to my destination, which was home, and that I got back safely. Long story short, I did get back home that day. And everything just went on as usual. Got back home, got ready for bed, got ready to go to work the next day, and life just went on. That was one event that I just want to mention right now that began to open up a situation where this kind and loving gentleman began to become someone other than the one that I had met in the beginning. This video is going to be entitled From Domestic Violence to EDMR Post Therapy. Yeah, I think that's what the title is going to be. If not, you'll see maybe some changes. But yeah, this situation went from something that seemed like it was going to be an awesome relationship. From the beginning, it seemed like I was head over heels, I felt that I was so in love with this guy until those little incidents kept happening. And then it was like they were dismissed. They were just like dismissed. And then there was another situation that I'm thinking of at the moment where we went out to eat. It was a place where you walk in and give your order. And we were ordering. He ordered, I ordered. And then, honestly, I don't even remember exactly what I said, but whatever I said, his face changed drastically, drastically to the point where he walked out and left me standing with the cashier. So in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, what did I say? But later on, now this conversation continued. I found out I was told that I had disrespected him. I'm thinking to myself, all I did was order some Chinese food. He ordered what he wanted. Up until this date, I am not 100% sure. But all I know was whatever I said or did triggered him that day. And then after he basically said that, then that situation just kind of drifted in the wind. But at the same time, I still wonder to myself, like, I don't get it. What did I say? What did I do that will upset you in such a way that you're saying that I disrespected you? And you would think he was literally like fuming. When I say fuming, he was fuming. But anyway, those are enough of the examples that I want to give in this video. But those are definitely red flags. People talk about red flags. Those two incidents alone were red flags. And I did pay attention. Did I end the relationship? No, I didn't. But from the beginning up until now, I've had and I'm having years and years of healing. But one proud thing that I am so proud of myself for doing was saying yes to EDMR pulse therapy. And I'm going to insert right here what EDMR therapy is in this video. It's going to be up here. Yeah. EDMR pulse therapy drastically changed my world. Because prior to EDMR therapy, I was having nightmares, horrible flashbacks, and PTSD was like completely on a high. My anxiety level completely on a high. There was no peace for me anywhere that I went at that time. I didn't want to go out at night. I did not want to go out early in the morning. I felt like I was always looking over my shoulder. Just imagine that everywhere you go, you just feel like that person is there. That person is coming to hurt you. That person is coming to get you. So if you, like me, who has experienced domestic violence, whether you're a man or a woman, there are many therapy methods that are available. And I encourage you to take one of those methods to save yourself, save your mind, for your family, for your children, for your grandchildren, if you have grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, because it will calm down the trauma. It will calm down the effect of the trauma. And like things that once triggered me, they no longer trigger me. Is it invasive or is it something that's going to hurt you? No. When I went into the EDMR therapy, I really didn't think much about it. I was told that it would take away the trauma. When I first heard it, I'm thinking, how? I was reluctant, I was skeptical, but at that point I had had enough. It was actually years after these incidents, but I was still going through the trauma, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, never feeling at rest or at peace, which guided me to depression. And I was like, for myself, for my family, for my children, I knew that I had to do something to save myself first so that then I would be able to be productive to help those around me. So I really encourage you, if you've thought about it and you're not wanting to do it, and I'm just saying do it, because you will be glad that you did. And I'm going to end this video right here. So this is going to be the episode 1, from domestic violence to EDMR therapy. And I hope that you shared this video. If this video has been helpful to you in any type of way, I recommend that you share it to someone who may need it on their journey. And thank you so much for watching, and see you in another video.